Hello, dear class. I'm using a little different mode today to record my video. I'm trying to experiment a different system here to talk to you about this week. Let's see how it goes. How are you doing? How was your last week? I hope it went well. You had your journal one due last week. Let me stand up here and talk to you. Better this way, right? Okay. Your journal one was due last week, and I'm going over them. I will be able to give you feedback by in a few days. I can assure you that. Now, let's talk about this week, what we have this week. We have a couple videos I have posted here for you to go over and to choose one of them to write your rhetorical analysis paper. Your assignment for this week, as you know, which is due this Friday, is a rhetorical analysis paper one, the first paper. This paper is worth twice as much as your previous journal one. The journal one needed three materials from the ones you had watched or read until then to summarize and to cite them at the end of the paper, which you have done, and I have read your papers, but I have not read it yet though. And this is a different one. This is your analysis. You're going to use one of the materials from among the ones I have posted between last week and this week. And you will write your analysis, basically your rhetorical appeals, seeing what rhetorical appeals have been used by the speaker or the author in making the material effective for the reader. So I have listed here ethos, logos, pathos, and then tone, language, and you can also extend and talk about diction, presentation, sound, depending on which mode of the material you are analyzing, whether it's a printed material or it is a video material, you know. So the video material, actually all three materials or four materials are video materials. So you would want to include the presentation and the sound of the material as well. Sound means, you know, the voice of the speaker. Now here, I may not have talked in detail about tone, and I would want to talk about it. The tone of the material would be what kind of tone the speaker is using, you know, what tone the material is in, whether it is a sad tone, a happy tone, or a satirical tone, or a serious tone. I mean, those tone is something that you would have to listen to the material, watch the video closely, and then try to figure out. I mean, there is no limit to how many tones are there, you know. If you go Google and see, I mean, there are a list of tones, and I have seen you here. I have put you here, the list of tones here. You can just click it here and then you see the whole list of tones. I mean, there would be probably 100 different tones, right? You don't have to explain all tones. Pick only 3 or 4, 2 or 3 to make your paper, because your paper is only 750 words. How much can you put in a paper? It's not the amount of information that I'm looking for, but how you are able to address the rhetorical strategies in brief and in as much clarity as possible. So it's not the amount, it's the quality and how you artistically and artfully write your paper, how you organize your information, and how you address the main ideas. And also language, what kind of language the speaker is using, the formal language. You know, for example, Martin Luther King uses very formal language, highly, sophisticated language. However, Steve Jobs' language is not that sophisticated, and you would probably want to call it conversational, right? In what category of conversational you find it, right? Ask yourself. Literary language would be sophisticated language, use of metaphors, similes, that kind of thing. Repetition is also one of the strategies authors or speakers, public speakers, use in order to make their speech effective, in order to convey a different kind of meaning, in order to put some kind of stress on it, right? Now, here's a thing I want you to do. When you want to make a point, such as, here's the ethos in a particular speech, then you would want to give an example of what sentence or what expression proves its ethos, right? Cite that particular line. And when you cite it, quote unquote, and then the exact moment in the speech that quote, that is spoken out. Give me the minute here, for example, 3 minutes 49 seconds exactly when that speech that speaker said. For example, in Oprah Winfrey's convocation speech, right? You want to prove what she says. Okay, here's 5 minutes 12 seconds, right? This speech probably, what she says here proves that she's using ethos, an example of ethos. Then just put your cursor there and then get that expression, write down or put it in, include it, incorporate it in your paper, so that I would be able to go drag the cursor and watch or listen to her speech and make sure that what you are doing is correct, right? So this is what I wanted to tell you about citations, in-text citation, right? Cite the work at the end, right? In the end, I have given you all information that you would need, right? The title of the speech, the container, because they're all YouTube materials, so you cite it as a YouTube material, the need to be cited. I have given you all information here that you would need, so you would not be confused, right? Use this information to cite your work at the end of the paper, right? So, these links are here given to you, right? The container, the uploaded by, right? The date it was uploaded, all information given to you. I hope it'll help you in writing the paper, right? I will be very happy to help you in answering any questions. If you have any questions, please message me. My office hours are posted on your syllabus. I'm physically here on those days and at those times. We can also meet online using the Blackboard Collaborate because that gives us an option to meet. Any questions you have, please let me know, right? Now, as we are writing this paper, one thing I want to tell you is this paper uses Safe Assign system. Safe Assign system is a plagiarism checker. It does the plagiarism as well as if you use any AI, artificial intelligence. I know there's, ChatGPT and all different kinds of AI that can easily generate the paper. Let me tell you, past semester and during the summer and the summer before that, I was working with graduate students, helping them with their papers, which they had generated using AI. And I was trying to make them as human as possible. And during that time, I learned the difference between AI and human language. So if you use AI, this system catches your AI. It catches your AI, right? And you could be in trouble. And I also can see whether it's AI or not. So do not use AI except for basic things. For example, if you, I can't stop you from doing whatever you want to do in my behind, but if you need to cite a source, I mean, that might help. Citation might help. MLA, Owlet Purdue also does a lot of help on citation, right? So you can go to Owlet Purdue, right? And there is a citation generator, right? But eventually, I mean, I use AI, I use Owlet Purdue, so it's perfect. Don't trust them. Use the human eye. Use the human eye. I have also posted here the MLA citation rules. Follow those rules. The rules explain you how certain sources can be cited or need to be cited, right? This is a summary of the MLA citations, right? YouTube sources can be cited in a particular way here. You have an example of how YouTube can be cited. The bottom, the very bottom, because you have 3 sources, 4 sources, which you are doing all of them on YouTube. So cite according to this format. And again, watch the videos, right? And you might choose one or the other, right? Just one of them. Now there's one more thing I want you to do, right? This is a help to you. This is helping you. There's a discussion board here, right? I just posted the discussion board here. Topic for paper 1. I want to know what topic you're writing a paper 1 on. Just put the topic here. I don't need any more than just the topic here. I want to know which one you picked, right? Just let's share among us the topic that you're writing a paper 1 on. So again, your paper 1 is due by Friday, midnight. I will give you the feedback on your journal 1 before that. If you have any questions on paper 1, let me know. And I hope everything will be all right with you, and you have a wonderful day. Thank you very much.